Mayong pakikinabi na po sa atong mga amiga diri atong mga kabugtas. kabugtas. Kabugsik ug mga kakugi, no? Laban lang. Mao ni atong DepEd Memorandum number 17, 2025 titled Interim Guidelines for the Department of Education, Performance Management, and Evaluation System for the teachers in the school year 2024-2025. This will guide us on how to make use of the tools regarding the fourth quarter rating of our teachers. No? So, as we go on, we have phases pa rin to do this one. We have the planning and commitment. We have the performance, monitoring, and coaching. We still have the performance review and evaluation. And the fourth phase, which is performance rewarding and development planning. Hindi na natin masyado yung i-discuss kasi alam nyo naman yan. Going forward, ito naman yung mga cycle niya kung saan may mga related task activity, tools, persons responsible, and the schedule. So makikita natin if you're going to look at closely the schedule part, the beginning of the fourth quarter, anytime in the fourth quarter, yung phase 2, tsaka yung phase 3 is after the last day of the classes. Phase 4, after the last day of the classes then. So kung titingnan mo mabuti, this activity fall during the fourth quarter. So, kung isahin na naman natin muli, phase 1 is about the performance planning and commitment. This is the discussion of the target objectives, and the tools that will be used for this is the copy of the individual performance commitment and review form. So, pwedeng i-review natin on that part right away kasi fourth quarter na naman. Ang involved dito are the raters and the ratees. So, kung small school tayo, so involved na natin lahat. We have also phase 2. So, this is about the performance monitoring and coaching. For the activity, kasali dito yung 4-period classroom observation 1 or kaya classroom observation 2 na dalawa. And ang ating pangyayari dito na kasali ay ang coaching and mentoring sessions. Sali na rin yung technical assistance na school head or kaya coming from the PSD-SRFs. So, we have also the tools that will be used in this phase. We have the classroom observation tool. Ito yung COT. And then, the rating or what we say the raters tool, which is the performance monitoring and the coaching form or PMCF. Ito yung performance monitoring and coaching form na dapat dala-dala kapag nag-monitor o nag-coach si rater, no? Then we have also the ratees and the raters involved this one. Then still sa fourth quarter ito. For phase 3, we have the performance assessment of the teachers with the final rating in the IPCRF. So, meron ng final rating kanina IPCRF, kailangan na lang yes, at saka mag-agree. So, ang tool na gagamitin is the IPCRF. Ang IPCRF naman ay available na sa link na pinoprovide ng ating DM. Then, the persons responsible here are the raters, the ratee, and the approving authorities. And this is done after the last day of the classes. Ibig sabihin, mag-end tayo ng April 15. Patingin ako ngayon sa ating 2025 calendar. April 15 is Tuesday. Kaya, pagka 16, pwede pa rin kayo mag-met para dito. Kasi ang sabi, after the last day of classes. So, bago pa naman yan, mag-Monday, Thursday, at saka mag-Good Friday. So, pwede pa rin i-meet sa 16, April 16. Still with phase 4, ito yung performance rewarding and development. Ito yung finalization na ng individual development plans. So, kailangan nakukompleto na yung ating IPCRF, yung part 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that will be called IPCRF, IDP. And that is still with the ratees and the raters after the last day of the classes. At huwag kalimutan, kasali din yan si school head. At may dadagdag pa tayo para dyan. Our COIs and non-classroom observation indicators here, the NCOIs of the PPST have the total of 14 objectives. Na? So, COIs na yan at ng NCOIs. So, konti-konti lang naman. Ang plus factor is not included in the list of the objectives for the teachers in our PMS this time. So, ito yung ating mga objectives. We have there enumerated objective 1 to 14 at makikita mo na yung 1 ay COI. So now, observe ito sa klase, like apply knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas. This is PPST indicator 1.1.2. And then, kasunod na COI ay ang ating number 3 objective. Ito yung ensure the positive use of ICT to facilitate in the teaching and learning process. This is PPST indicator 1.3.2. Then, kasunod agad, COI pa rin ang objective number 4. The use and range of teaching strategies that enhance the learner achievement in literacy and numeracy skills. This is PPST indicator 1.1, 1.4.2. And then for objective 5, COI pa rin ito. Is the use of effective verbal and non-verbal classroom communication strategies to support the learner understanding, participation, engagement, and achievement for PPST indicator 1.7.2. And then for number 6, objective, still ito ay na-observe sa klase, COI ito, is to maintain the supportive learning environments that nurture and inspire learners to participate, cooperate, and collaborate in the continued learning. So this is PPST indicator 2.4.2. And then for objective number 7, ito yung tinatawag na COI na mag-apply ng range of successful strategies that maintain learning environment that motivate learners to work productively by assuming responsibility to their own learning. This is PPST indicator 2.5.2. And for objective 8, we have it still being observed in the classroom. That's why this is called COI. So this is to design, adapt, and implement teaching strategies that are responsive to learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. And for COI or Objective 9, this is the plan and to the delivery of teaching strategies that are responsive to the special education needs of the learners in difficult circumstances, including geographic isolation, chronic illness, displacement due to armed conflict, urban resettlement or disasters, then the child abuse and the child labor practices. On PPST indicator 3.4.2. And then, yun na yung mga COI natin. And the other objectives are non-COI. So, hindi na na-observe sa class observation. So, ito yung objective 2. The use of research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning to enhance professional practice. PPST indicator 1.2.2. Then, number 10 objective, which is to adapt and implement learning programs that ensure relevance and responsiveness to the needs of all learners. This is PPST indicator 4.3.2. And then we have to maintain the learning environment that are responsive to community context. This is PPST indicator 6.1.2. And for Objective 12, this is the review of regularly personal teaching practice using existing laws and regulations that apply to the teaching profession and the responsibilities specified in the Code of Ethics for professional teachers. And then for 13, ito naman yung to comply with the implemented school policies and procedures consistently to foster learning. And for number 14, this is to adopt practices that uphold the dignity of teaching as a profession by exhibiting qualities such as caring attitude, respect, and integrity. This is PPST indicator 7.2.2. So, yun lahat, yung para sa ating teachers 1 to 3 or 1 to 7. Pareho lang yung mga indicators na gagamitin.